The world does not wait. It does not pause for dreams, for comfort, for hesitation. It moves, it evolves. It punishes the slow, the hesitant, the unsure. And yet, every so often, someone emerges who refuses to be a spectator. Someone who stares into the impossible and says, not with arrogance, but with unshakable certainty, I will make this real. Elon Musk is that someone. From a boy in Pretoria, South Africa, who found himself captivated by computers, by the idea that the digital world could be bent to one's will, to the man who would launch rockets into the heavens, Musk embodies the raw power of relentless vision. He did not wait for permission. He did not wait for resources. He did not wait for a moment when the world made sense.
He acted while the world slept.
While experts shook their heads, while bankers questioned sanity, he moved before the world was ready, and in doing so, he became the one the world had no choice but to follow. Mindset is the soil in which genius grows, and Elon's mindset is brutal, unyielding, and pure. He sees the world as it is and immediately asks, how can this be better? Where others see limits, he sees problems daring to be solved. Where others see risk, he sees opportunity, a challenge to push human potential beyond the known. His mind does not settle. It does not accept excuses, and it does not forgive stagnation. Belief is the fuel of his journey. Belief in himself, belief in his mission, belief in the impossible. When he founded SpaceX in 2002, he was laughed at. Rockets were a domain reserved for governments and billionaires, and he had neither the expertise nor the experience. Yet he believed. He believed not because the world validated him, but because he understood the stakes, the survival of humanity, depended on expanding beyond Earth. That belief became his compass, guiding him through failures, explosions, and the crushing weight of skepticism. Clarity is the weapon he wields against distraction. Musk does not scatter himself across endless ventures without purpose. Every move, every project, every sleepless night is guided by crystal-clear questions. What problem must be solved? What is the mission? What will matter in a decade, in a century? Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, the Boring Company, these are not random whims. They are extensions of a vision that refuses to compromise, a vision that is unafraid to ask the hardest questions and stare at the answers until solutions emerge. Vision is more than imagination. It is the ability to see the future before it exists and to craft a path others cannot even comprehend. Musk does not chase trends. He creates them. Electric cars, reusable rockets, brain-machine interfaces, these are not mere inventions. They are declarations that the impossible is only impossible until someone decides it is inevitable. And vision demands action. It demands risk. It demands sacrifice. Elon Musk has risked his fortune, his reputation, and countless nights of sleep to transform his visions into reality. Purpose drives everything he does. Every choice, every obsession, every failure is a step toward something larger than himself. It is not enough to succeed for personal gain. To Elon, success is measured by impact, by contribution to humanity's future, by the audacity to confront existential challenges head-on. He does not accept mediocrity, not in himself, not in his teams, not in the world. Purpose gives resilience its edge. Purpose fuels the capacity to endure failure after failure, to watch rocket after rocket explode and still return to the pad with renewed focus, unbroken in spirit. Discipline is the engine of relentless execution. Elon Musk works in ways most would consider superhuman. He organizes his life in meticulous blocks, maximizing every minute, optimizing productivity at levels most cannot fathom. Sleep is precious but secondary. Comfort is a luxury, often sacrificed on the altar of innovation. He does not wait for inspiration. He forces it through consistent, grueling action. Ideas alone change nothing. Execution changes everything. Action is not optional, it is inevitable. Elon Musk does not sit idle while the world debates what is possible. When Tesla was struggling to survive in 2008, on the brink of bankruptcy, Musk did not retreat. He risked his own money, mortgaged his future, and poured every resource into keeping the company alive. That single choice, action over hesitation, became the pivot point between failure and revolution. Action is the bridge between vision and reality, and Musk walks it with no fear of falling. Resilience is what transforms ordinary ambition into legendary achievement. SpaceX's first 3 rockets exploded. Each failure was public, humiliating, catastrophic. A lesser person would have surrendered. Musk studied the debris, learned from engineers, iterated tirelessly and launched again. The fourth rocket succeeded. Then the fifth. Then the first private company in history to send a spacecraft to the International Space Station. That resilience, the refusal to quit, to accept the world's verdict, is what separates the replaceable from the relentless. Learning is the currency of innovation. Musk is a self-taught engineer, programmer, and problem solver. He reads hundreds of books, scours technical papers, absorbs knowledge voraciously, and applies it relentlessly. He does not rely solely on consultants or traditional pathways. He dives into the mechanics of rocket propulsion, battery technology, AI, and manufacturing with a student's curiosity and a master's precision. Every failure, every setback, every critique becomes a lesson. Learning is not passive. It is aggressive, deliberate, and unrelenting, just as Musk demonstrates with every venture. Adaptability is the armor of survival in a brutal world. Markets crash. Competitors rise. Regulations change. Public opinion shifts. Musk does not flinch. He recalibrates. He experiments. He pivots when necessary but never compromises the core mission. He embraces uncertainty as a constant companion, treating obstacles not as barriers but as puzzles to solve. Tesla's path was not smooth. Solar City, Tesla Energy, autonomous driving, each required pivoting under pressure, learning from missteps and adjusting faster than the world expected. Adaptability turns chaos into opportunity. Gratitude is the quiet force beneath relentless drive. Musk often speaks of being inspired by the engineers, technicians, and visionaries who share his mission. He acknowledges the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the tireless work of those around him. While the headlines glorify him, the truth is that gratitude, appreciation for people, for possibility, for the chance to push humanity forward, anchors the relentless pursuit. Gratitude does not soften ambition, it refines it, giving purpose a human dimension. And now we arrive at the culmination, the lesson etched in the life of a man who refuses to be ordinary. The world is brutal, indifferent, and unforgiving. It does not reward hesitation. It does not celebrate comfort. It punishes those who wait for perfect timing, for guaranteed success, for permission. You are either relentless or replaceable. Elon Musk chose relentless. He embraced risk when it terrified him. He failed publicly, repeatedly, catastrophically, and each time he returned stronger, sharper, smarter, hungrier. He did not wait for inspiration. He created it. He did not chase validation. He chased impact. He did not follow the world. He built the path the world would follow. Every Tesla on the road, every SpaceX rocket in orbit, every bold initiative in solar power, AI, and human survival beyond Earth tells the story of relentless courage. It is the story of waking up before the world does, of staring into the impossible and whispering to yourself, I am not done. Not yet. It is the story of refusing mediocrity, of embracing the grind, of knowing that vision without action, purpose without execution, and belief without discipline are meaningless. And so if you are listening to this now, ask yourself, will you wait for the world to hand you your chance, or will you take it? Will you shrink from risk, from failure, from discomfort, or will you stare them down like Musk, knowing that fear is temporary but regret lasts forever? The choice is yours. The world is relentless. Be relentless in return. Do not be replaceable. Build, fail, learn, adapt, persist, transform. If you want more stories that push your mind, ignite your courage, and fuel your journey to greatness, subscribe now and join a community of people who refuse to be ordinary. Every video here is a reminder. The world does not owe you success, but it rewards those who fight for it with everything they have. Relentlessness is not born, it is forged. Elon Musk did not wake up one morning with rockets in his hands and electric cars on the road. He forged himself in fire, in the lonely hours of coding, designing, and planning, in the endless nights when doubt screamed louder than hope, in moments when the margin for error was razor thin and the stakes were the future of his companies, his employees, and in his eyes, the future of humanity itself. This is the crucible of greatness, when everything is against you, and you still find a way forward. Imagine standing on the precipice of ruin. Tesla in 2008 had run out of money. Banks had refused further loans. Investors had walked away. The world told him, you have failed, stop now. Most would have bowed to the pressure, but Musk chose to defy the odds. He risked his own fortune, put everything on the line, and bet not on safety but on audacity. That bet, that leap into the unknown, was the difference between being another name, forgotten in history, and becoming a man who would redefine entire industries. Fear is a constant companion in the life of anyone who dares to lead. Rockets explode, cars fail, public opinion turns. Failure is not just a possibility, it is certainty. Yet Musk acts in spite of fear, not absence of it. He makes decisions under uncertainty, embracing the tension of risk as fuel, not as a warning. The lesson is simple but brutal. The world will test you. It will humiliate you. It will tempt you to quit. Only those who act anyway, who persist despite fear, can move humanity forward. Innovation is a product of obsession. Musk's obsession with solving real problems is legendary. Electric cars were not about luxury or profit. They were about survival. Planetary colonization was not about adventure. It was about ensuring the species lives beyond Earth. Hyperloop, Neuralink, solar power, energy storage, all are born from a mind unwilling to accept the limits of the present. Vision alone is meaningless without obsession, and obsession without execution is wasted energy. Musk combines them both, creating breakthroughs the world once deemed impossible. Persistence is the heartbeat of achievement. SpaceX's repeated rocket failures could have ended his journey, but instead each failure became a lesson, a blueprint for improvement. Musk does not fear public failure. He uses it as a mirror to reflect flaws and uncover solutions. Success is not a single event. It is the accumulation of countless small victories over adversity, over doubt, over the world's insistence that you are replaceable. Persistence is the quiet, unglamorous labor behind every headline. Problem solving is not theoretical. It is practical, urgent, and ruthless. Musk does not delegate the core issues of his companies to others without understanding them himself. He dives into technical schematics, engineering calculations, and production bottlenecks with the intensity of a man whose life depends on the answer, because in many ways it does. This is the difference between leaders who merely manage and leaders who create history. They do not shy from complexity. They embrace it, dissect it, and dominate it. Time is a resource Musk treats as sacred. Every hour is measured, optimized, and applied to purpose. He splits his day into rigorous blocks, balancing multiple ventures with military precision. Sleep is secondary, comfort is optional. Every wasted minute is a missed opportunity. Discipline, therefore, is not about punishment. It is about reverence for time, energy, and the magnitude of one's mission. Musk does not wait for ideal conditions. He creates them through relentless prioritization and unparalleled focus. And through it all, the human element remains. Gratitude and empathy anchor his relentless drive. Musk acknowledges those who share the burden of impossible goals: engineers, designers, employees, and visionaries who work alongside him to turn audacious ideas into reality. Leadership is not just about vision, it is about inspiring others to carry that vision forward. When the nights are long and the failures are heavy, it is about recognizing the value in collaboration while maintaining the courage to lead. The world measures success in headlines and bank accounts. Musk measures it in impact and transformation, in bending reality closer to the ideals of possibility. Every Tesla on the street, every Falcon 9 in orbit, every battery storing renewable energy is proof that audacity, persistence, and relentless action outweigh doubt, comfort, and hesitation. He shows us that the measure of a life is not how easy it is, but how much you are willing to endure, innovate, and risk to leave a mark the world cannot erase. Vision without courage is meaningless. Courage without vision is wasted. Musk fuses both in every venture, creating a momentum that seems unstoppable. When critics mocked the idea of reusable rockets, he did not retreat. He studied, experimented, iterated, failed, and tried again. When the world laughed at electric cars as impractical, he engineered Tesla's batteries and manufacturing processes to prove that sustainability could be fast, desirable, and inevitable. This is the law of the relentless. You do not wait for validation. You force reality to bend to your will. Sacrifice is a constant companion on the path of greatness. Musk has sacrificed fortune, comfort, sleep, and personal ease. He has endured scrutiny, criticism, and the weight of expectation heavier than most can imagine. Yet he persists because he understands that the world rewards those who endure the grind, who who embraced discomfort as the catalyst for growth, and who refused to let the opinions of others dictate the limits of their potential. Sacrifice is the currency of achievement, and Musk has spent it freely. Every failure is a lesson. Every obstacle is a challenge demanding a solution. Every naysayer is an invitation to prove them wrong. Musk's journey is not a straight path. It is a labyrinth of fire, a gauntlet of uncertainty, a constant test of resilience. And yet, at every turn, he persists, adapts, and overcomes. He embodies the truth that greatness is not granted. It is claimed through sweat, sacrifice, audacity, and unyielding focus. Learning is the weapon of those who refuse limits. Musk reads, studies, questions, and experiments like a man possessed. He does not simply accept the wisdom of the past. He dissects it, challenges it, improves upon it. When confronted with the challenge of making electric vehicles viable, he devoured knowledge on chemistry, material science, and engineering. When rockets failed, he became intimately familiar with propulsion, avionics, and aerodynamics. Knowledge without application is useless, but Musk wields both like a master craftsman, shaping the future with precision and intent. Adaptability is survival. Musk does not cling to comfort, to expectation, to static methods. Markets shift. Technology evolves. Humanity moves forward whether we are ready or not. Musk pivots when necessary, recalibrates strategies, and experiments relentlessly. Yet he never abandons the core mission. Space exploration, sustainable energy, neural technology, all are evolving projects under constant refinement. Adaptability is not weakness, it is the mark of those who survive and thrive in a brutal, unforgiving world. Gratitude fuels resilience. Musk acknowledges the teams, engineers, and innovators who share his mission. He celebrates the collective effort while driving relentlessly toward audacious goals. The man alone may dream, but the team builds. Gratitude humanizes ambition and ensures that relentless pursuit does not become mere obsession. It becomes purpose realized. It is a reminder that even in the pursuit of the stars, we must value those who lift us higher. And so the lesson is stark, brutal, and empowering. The world is indifferent. It does not wait for the cautious, the comfortable, or the complacent. You are either relentless or replaceable. Every moment wasted is opportunity surrendered. Every fear indulged is progress halted. Every compromise of vision is a step toward mediocrity. Elon Musk chose relentless. He stared into the void of failure and acted anyway. He built rockets, cars, and industries from nothing but conviction, courage, and clarity. The choice now lies with you. Will you settle for safe mediocrity? Or will you rise into the fire of ambition, the storm of risk, and the relentless pursuit of impact? Will you allow fear to dictate your actions? Or will you embrace it as fuel, just as Elon Musk has done every step of his extraordinary journey? The world does not owe you success, but it rewards the relentless. It elevates the bold. It immortalizes those who refuse to be replaceable. Relentlessness is the defining currency of our time. Elon Musk has shown that it is not enough to dream. It is not enough to plan. The world rewards action, courage, and the refusal to quit. Every setback, every failure, every moment of doubt is not a signal to stop. It is a test of whether your ambition is as real as your fear. The question is simple. Will you be relentless or will you be replaceable? The reality is harsh. Most will choose comfort over courage. Most will choose excuses over execution. Most will let fear dictate their path, believing that safety guarantees survival. But safety is an illusion. The world is unforgiving. Innovation does not wait. Opportunity does not knock twice. Elon Musk does not wait. He moves while the world debates, while the critics argue, while the doubters falter. He moves with clarity, with purpose, with obsession, and with a willingness to endure anything in pursuit of what matters. And that is the lesson, the brutal, unflinching truth. To win in this world, you must embrace discomfort. You must endure failure. You must obsess over solutions when others settle for problems. You must act when others hesitate. You must sacrifice when others indulge. You must be disciplined when others are distracted. You must adapt when others crumble. You must be grateful but never complacent. You must be relentless, because the world will not pause and it will not care. Elon Musk's journey is proof that one mind, one vision, one relentless pursuit can change the trajectory of industries, societies, and even the future of humanity itself. He did not wait for permission. He did not wait for validation. He did not wait for certainty. He acted, and in doing so, he reshaped the world. Every SpaceX rocket, every Tesla battery, every solar panel, every ambitious leap toward Mars is a testament to the power of relentless belief, relentless action, relentless courage. And now imagine what you could achieve if you applied just a fraction of that relentlessness to your own life. Imagine pushing past fear, ignoring doubt, embracing failure, and acting with audacity in the areas that matter most to you. Imagine refusing to settle for mediocrity when greatness is within your reach. The only difference between a life of regret and a life of legacy is the decision to act relentlessly. So today, make the choice. Make the choice to rise above fear, above comfort, above the easy path. Make the choice to be relentless. Be willing to fail. Be willing to fight. Be willing to work harder, think deeper, and act faster than anyone else. Be willing to take risks when they terrify you. Be willing to persist when the world says no. Be willing to innovate when everyone else doubts. Because the brutal truth is this: you are either relentless or you are replaceable. The world is not waiting for you. The clock is ticking. The opportunity is now. The question is simple: will you rise, or will you fade into the background of those who chose safety over impact, hesitation over action, and comfort over greatness? Elon Musk did not wait. He did not falter. He became relentless. And you can too. The path is not easy. It is not guaranteed. But it is yours to claim, and it begins the moment you decide, with clarity, purpose, and courage, that you will never be replaceable. That you will fight, learn, adapt, and persist until your vision becomes reality. That you will leave a mark no one can erase. If you are ready to embrace the relentless mindset, to fuel your courage, and to take action toward greatness, subscribe now. Join this community of warriors, thinkers, and dreamers who refuse to settle, who refuse to wait, and who refuse to be replaceable. Every story here is a spark. Every video is a call to rise. And your journey? It starts now. The world is brutal. Be relentless.